Connor Shaw. Who?
Do you want that as your lock of the week?
Dylan Gabriel's not the guy. He's a 5'10", 5'11" left-handed quarterback. The odds are stacked against him.
New set, new bet. You say it's your birthday? No, it's your birthday.
Thank you, Dog.
Yeah,
it is my birthday.
Now, Siege, we did a big birthday bash when I had my birthday in March. Now here we are in late July, the 80th edition, officially, of Bet This. And it is your birthday today. It's Cooperstown weekend. I got the 1976 Cleveland hat. They're going to party like it's 1976 this weekend. Hopefully it's a really good party against the Tampa Bay Rays, who are partying like it's the early to mid-2000s. Great. And you, of course, you're sporting the Brooklyn Dodgers that you copped at Jackie Robinson Day, right?
Yeah, I got this when I was out in L.A.
Yeah.
At Dodger Stadium. And what a great game. Obviously, that was, and a great experience for me. And I'm excited to go back to L.A. in October. But yeah, Cooperstown weekend. I'm ready for some baseball. We got new set, bet heads.
We're in a new studio, a new set. And all this week, if you're watching on YouTube, Bet This, THIS, capital letters, exclamation point, you are seeing essentially retro kind of thing, because that's what we're doing. Like this Marlins right here, that's from their early heyday when they started off as the Florida Marlins. Also, the Houston Astros are going into their 2000s aesthetic, so I got that. Also, the Kansas City Royals, they're going old school. The Tampa Bay Devil Rays as well. The Washington Nationals, they're doing DC this weekend.
What's the name of the red mascot?
Mr. Redleg.
Mr. Redleg, okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see the Nats wear the DC, even though I talked about it last week on Bet This, that I wish they were the Expos this weekend, but I guess.
You got the Expos right there. What are you talking
I know.
about?
I wish that the Natties were the Expos this weekend.
And the Minnesota Twins are going old school there. And also the Texas Rangers aren't really going old school per se, because, again, they are wearing, this weekend, they're wearing the blue hat with the black rim. This is during the A-Rod days, essentially, late 2000s.
Right.
Milwaukee Brewers, the MB, was it Botra Day? Yes, that's what they criticized it as back in the day, the MB. Back 1994 to 1997 logo, but they got rid of that. They put the M. This is one of the helmets they've got. The California Angels. You hear that right there? They're California Angels right there. The Toronto Blue Jays, who are taking on the Red Sox this weekend. And the Atlanta Braves, they're wearing their blue hats from the 1980s, the Dale Murphy era. So that's what's pretty much where we're going for Bet This. The 25 years of the Giants in San Francisco. And 82 was that pin right there. The Phillies, one of these, by the way, that's what they're going to wear, I believe, this weekend.
The Block P.
The Block P, yes. And the White Sox and
if
the
you're interested
Diamondbacks.
In seeing the set, check us out on YouTube. Bet This, exclamation point after this. It's Bet This, as Jay Dawg usually does. And another edition rolling on, 80th. Here we are. We're only 20 shows away from that big 100. It actually seems like
you've got something planned.
It's very close. Yeah, we got a big thing planned. I'm excited. We're going to do a whole big shebang.
You know when that is, right?
Isn't it in December?
It's December 12th.
Yes.
Yeah, which is funny because I'm pretty sure that's the same day I'll be helping out the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central and Northern New Hampshire with their TV auction, which I think is their 53rd or 54th TV auction. And I've been doing that, by the way. This will be my 20th season in a row, 19th year, but 20th season. If you're going by seasons instead of years, I'm going on my 19th year. I started in 2007 consistently. So
I've done some volunteering for like the children's auction back when I was like waiting tables and stuff.
Yeah.
The restaurant that I worked at, we would volunteer a lot. And one time, this is a great story.
Yeah.
One time I had to, I was volunteering, I'm working the phones, and this big hot piece of equipment that they wanted to sell.
Yep.
It was like a canoe or something, and they were like, this is the big piece we want to sell for the night, for your hour. This is what we're pushing. It's this big canoe or whatever. So this guy calls in and he's like, hey, I'd like to, bid on the canoe. And they ask him how much he's willing to bid or whatever. And I was like, oh, how much are you willing to bid? And he goes, what's the minimum? And I was like, I don't know. So they're like, tell him to hold off. We're going to go to commercial, try and get a couple of people to bid against him. And when we come back, like, we'll take him or whatever. And so I, on the phone, have to be like, hi, they want other people to raise the price so you pay more, basically. Like, and so he was kind of irritated and was like, he was like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'll wait. So go to commercial, come back. They've got a TV in front of me because it's on public access at the time. And they're zooming in on my face the whole time I'm on the phone with this guy, and no one else calls. So I have to be like, hi, sir, are you willing to pay more for just cause? Like, and he was like, no, I want to pay the price that I want to pay. Okay, I guess that's what's going to happen. Great. So, but yeah, that's awesome, Jay Dawg. Love volunteering. If you have an opportunity, bet heads. We do like to spend and gamble and enjoy ourselves here on Bet This, but every now and again,
He means you himself.
It's good to give back like Jay Dawg does. Jay Dawg's the angel in the room here, despite him wearing red today on the set. And I guess I'll be the devil on your shoulder on Bet This, telling you to.
Yet he's wearing blue and white.
Yeah, I know. Spend your money. I know. Very ironic. But yeah, so we've got some sports to break down. We're going to go over the MLB weekend slate. We've got potentially some UFC fight night. The last fight night was really good. This weekend, I don't know if it has as much excitement, so we'll see if we get into that. We'll talk about the NBA and the big move that happened earlier in this week with LeBron.
This week, it was Friday.
Yeah, I know. Earlier.
It just happened, essentially.
Yeah.
It's funny because we were on Good Morning New Hampshire with Jack Heath on the Pulse of New Hampshire radio stations in the 11 a.m., which we usually do on Fridays. For the you bet heads that don't know that, usually Fridays at 11:20 a.m., we preview Bet This, and then we're good to go on Saturday. We were actually talking about, because Kalshi and who else? Polymarket? R.I.P. to them, by the way.
Yeah, I
know. They said that the Miami Heat were the prohibitive favorites, followed by the Cleveland Cavaliers, then the Philadelphia 76ers, then the Golden State Warriors.
Yep.
I thought it would be down between Cleveland, Golden State, and Philadelphia, not Miami. Miami already made a big deal about this, a snafu on social media, on YouTube, the introductory press conference, yet no contract was signed, no announcement was made. None of that happened earlier this week. Egg on their face, omelet. They had already got Giannis officially. He had the press conference earlier in the week, and further speculation was, well, they've got one piece. Can they get the other piece? Sure enough, LeBron James is not that piece. La cheesesteak. He's going to Philadelphia.
I'm so glad you said that. I was waiting for you to drop a La cheesesteak in the pod here in the show. And yeah, very exciting for Philly. Very frustrating for Celtics fans.
And Cleveland. I saw Cleveland a lot of, as you know, I'm a Cleveland guy, and I follow a lot of Cleveland sports accounts, and it was a national day of mourning after all the hype, all the longing. Now would be a good day to announce your decision to come to Cleveland, and it's not Cleveland. It's a 2-year deal for $8 million. I
know, and we were even saying on Good Morning New Hampshire that he's not going to take a small. You literally said, he's not going to take a $5 million deal. Now, he didn't. But $8 million isn't that much. We were talking about like $60 million, like floating around, like a big deal. Yeah. And I just want to say it. I predicted it. Bet heads, we might know what we're talking about here. Every now and then, at least one of us is right every single week.
I guess this is me for having the Seahawks in the Super Bowl and Siege having LeBron go to Philadelphia.
On Good Morning New Hampshire, I predicted it. If you haven't seen, go to our social media Bet This Pod on Instagram, where I posted the video of me on Good Morning New Hampshire talking about it and then predicting in real time LeBron going to Philly, just because I think that
minutes after we were done and the next segment for Jack happened, I get a text from Siege that it has happened, and then I check social media, and sure enough, Shams had it. So
it was minutes after I walked off mic, off air, and so I just want to say I predicted it. I really, the reason I saw this coming was because this is where he can be his most competitive. I think Philly is the most ready overall without having to lose anything, without having to spend a ton of money apparently to get LeBron. Like to me, this means that he's not thinking about he's thinking about winning right now. That's what it really means to me.
And it's a farewell tour, 2 more years.
Oh yeah, yes,
So,
for sure.
25
he
years
called
in
it
the
his
NBA.
last decision is what it
this
is.
is it. 25 years in the NBA.
Yeah.
No one else can claim that except for LeBron James. So does this mean Bronny's going to find a way to get to Philly?
I don't think so. I think he wants to do his own thing, and I think LeBron's ready to let him do that. And now that King James is leaving LA and Bronny's going to be on his own, I'm curious to see how the Lakers treat him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he definitely not that I want to say there's nepotism and not that he's not a talented athlete. He's in the NBA, but like I want to see how much the nepotism really affects Bronny once his dad's not in the building anymore. You know, we'll have to see how that really plays out. But I think it's time, Jay Dawg, we talk about the WNBA, the All-Star Game on my birthday. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, Jay Dawg. WNBA time. We've got the WNBA All-Star Game
In Chicago.
Give us your thoughts, Dog, on what we should expect for this All-Star Game for the WNBA, and how much do you think this impacts the future of the league? Not that like we should be that dramatic about it, but
It's an all-star game.
it's an all-star game. But the league has made big leaps and bounds to pay their players this year, and the commissioner is
Still terrible.
right, still not very well received. So is there anything they can do for this All-Star Game to make the league improve or do differently from the NBA?
Well, it's a Saturday, so that helps.
Okay.
It's a Saturday, and also
real quick, do you know where it's broadcast on? Or like what program? Because I know they have like deals with a bunch
pretty
of...
sure it's I'm pretty sure it's the 4-letter network. We're gonna you might
Okay.
want to check on that.
I'll double
So,
check. I think I might have written it down, but go ahead. Give us your thoughts.
Okay, the 4-letter network where they cut a lot of people. So
It's ABC and Disney, so
okay,
it is...
Disney Plus, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
so
so
it's-
it's AB. Okay, so it will be
It's still the Disney company, like,
the mouse.
Yeah.
It's still okay. ABC, nationally televised, right there. So there's no excuse there. And streaming, if you want it, Disney Plus, no excuse there. A lot of scoring. I think we'll see a little bit of defense too, which is funny because you don't see that in the NBA All-Star Game. But I think we're going to see a little bit more defense in the WNBA All-Star Game. You got the stars. You've got Caitlin Clark. You've got Paige Beckers. You've got Liv Miles, who's going to be Rookie of the Year in all probability. You've got Azzi Fudd. You have Asia Wilson. You've got, again, all the stars are going to be there.
Who are you looking out for to like maybe steal the show?
Paige Beckers.
You think Paige Beckers is
Yeah.
gonna?
She's a Midwestern gal. She grew up in Minnesota.
So do you think that she's not that she's an underdog, but do you think that who's your biggest like sleeper in the All-Star Game? Someone that like you think could become a star? Like, is there anyone you think that could use this platform to like?
No, because
elevate the
again,
game?
they're already all-stars to begin with.
Okay.
So
Not that right. Not that they're not all-stars, but I'm saying like
someone
that could become the next Caitlin
No.
Clark, Paige
No.
Beckers, or something like that,
No,
like
what you-
the next household name.
what you have is what you have.
Okay.
So that doesn't mean that like someone like Marina Mabrey will have an awesome game. I just think rather Paige Beckers is going to be
the big star.
the big star in the game.
Okay.
Yep.
For the game lines, Team Witherspoon
Yep.
is, or Team Spoon.
Team Spoon, yeah.
As it's abbreviated, is the favorite. They're opening the spread at -3.5 points. That's -110.
Mm-hmm.
The total over-under is 277.5
So it's Spoon versus
versus Team Cooper.
Team Cooper. That's right, Cynthia Cooper. Yep.
Yes. So Team Spoon is the favorite. That over-under, again, 277.5 points, which
Yeah.
is a lot of scoring.
There's going to be a lot of it. This
lot
is
of
the best of the again. This is the best of the best. I do think there'll be better defense played this time than it would be in the NBA
Do you think
All-Star Game.
or do you know? Do they do a final score like the NBA does?
I think it's an All-Star game.
So it's just a regular
Yeah,
like
it's just an All-Star
scoring
game.
See, I appreciate that. I hate the way that like the
I know why the
N-
NBA did it.
the
There's a
NBA
reason why the NBA did it. There's a reason why they did it.
Why?
Because again, they weren't playing defense. They didn't care. So people didn't want to see. I think people did actually want to see a 300.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
The league didn't. And the league.
If they're going to go out there and just put up buckets, let them put up buckets.
Right.
All right. Like, why are we capping it? Like, why are we putting it? Like, Bryce Harper would be so angry. Like, why are you trying to cap my stuff? You know, like,
Another Philly reference right there.
Exactly. Same thing right there.
It's almost as if LeBron James signed with 76ers. What? No, yeah.
I like the way the WNBA does that then. So
yes.
I'm very interested to tune in. It's at 8:30 if you're...
It's going to be a primetime audience. It's going to be, again, a Saturday night.
ABC. That's a good move by the WNBA.
You're on national television, as I say.
I think their broadcast deals have really, like, helped them out a lot this year. I think it's expanding the game a lot. And
some people don't like it because one night it's on Ion.
Well, that is my biggest complaint is it's hard to track down, or like one night your team is on this program while the other team is on this one, and then vice versa the next night.
So after all, Law and Order SVU, you got WNBA on Ion. So yeah.
On Ion. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
I think they just need to narrow down their market.
And then Law and Order SVU on USA Network. Guess what happens after that? A WNBA game.
So again, Team Spoon, Team Coop. Team Spoon, the favorite here, minus 170 on the money line. Team Coop plus 135. Yep. You can bet on, who will win the quarter. Of course, Team Spoon is the favorite on that. You can bet on who will win the half. There's also the 3-point contest.
Dawg, without Sabrina Ionescu.
Who do you think is going to win it? Who do you think is going to win?
I don't know because, again, there's no... Sabs is a 3-point goddess. What are we doing? We're not including the best 3-point shooter in the game? What are we doing?
I have no clue.
Well, Steph is the same way, too, because there are times where Steph won't do the 3-point contest.
I get it. You don't want to do it every year, especially like, I don't know, maybe you're having a bad year, injury, whatever. Not that that's the case here.
No.
But it's just
you need to market your game and grow.
Yeah.
Have her in this year and the next couple of years, too, and then...
Maybe. She's already getting the image of the female Steph Curry, like...
She already took on Steph in the regular...
You know what I mean? Like, so why not...
3-point.
Why not push that image?
Right.
I
competed with Steph, the greatest 3-pointer of all time. It's my turn now.
The sharpshooter, you know what I mean? Like the female sharpshooter. All right, so, if you don't have any guesses, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
The favorite to win the 3-point contest is Miss Fudd. AZ Fudd.
Yep. Okay.
Is plus 180. You got Marina Marbury. Mabry is plus 275. Thank you.
Don't ever confuse her with Stephon Marbury. Starberry.
You got Janelle, I'm going to mispronounce this, Salaun. Butchering that. Ryan Howard.
Yep.
Is
not
plus,
that Ryan. Another Philly reference right here.
Yeah.
We're just full of it today.
Bridget Carlton is the same as Ryan Howard, plus 650. And then Natisha Heidman is the underdog at plus 1,400 if you're looking for a long shot.
AZ and Marina Mabry would, I think, be my favorites.
They're also the favorites for the high score in the first round. You have the logo shots in this 3-point contest. And you can bet on each person how many logo shots they'll make, 1, 2, 0, stuff like that. And then you can bet on just the round score. And then for the actual All-Star game, Jay Dawg, this is where I want you to give me your 3 favorites. You already said you think Paige Beckers is going to be the MVP, will you?
Yep.
Her odds are plus 700. Give me 2 more women that we should watch out in this All-Star game.
Well, you should always watch out for A'ja Wilson. A'ja Wilson is the best player in the WNBA, and you'd have to think the odds would probably be in her favor being the MVP favorite, correct?
She is plus 700 tied with Paige Beckers. But
if you touch that diamond, you're going to get bit by a diamondback rattlesnake if you touch that again.
So she is the same as Paige Beckers, plus 700.
Okay.
And Kelsey Mitchell is also plus 700, one above A'ja Wilson, but technically they're tied.
Okay.
So, and then give me one more.
One more, Caitlin Clark. She's been locked in the zone lately. She was the Eastern Conference Player of the Week when she had that massive game over the weekend, which was over 40 points, and she was... See, we probably should have bet on that one, right?
I know. So she is plus 600. She's tied for the favorite with Olivia Miles.
Okay.
Liv Miles.
Yeah.
Is the favorite at plus 600. Mabry is...
Mabry.
Mabry. Thank you. is plus 1,200.
Mayberry, no.
Brianna Stewart plus 18.
Stewie, yeah.
That's not a bad.
Did you see the orange
long
carpet
shot?
for all the intros for all the players and everything like that?
No, but that's kind of cool. That I like that. That's their like color. Not that because it's like basketball. It's like I'm surprised the NBA never adapted the orange.
The
color.
NBA's loss is the WNBA's gain. Did you see who sponsors the orange carpet, the intro essentially?
No.
Bumble.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny because isn't Bumble isn't it like a dating app where like
Correct.
the women have to like reach out first or something?
Yes.
That's funny. That's very funny.
Yep. I remember it being a sponsor a couple of years ago, and Kelsey Plum, who looked dynamite, by the way, a couple of years ago.
Can you hit me with a dynamite?
Dynamite!
Thank you, Jay Dawg.
Also, she looked, because again, they did this a couple of years ago too, and she was wearing something that was incredible as well. So Kelsey Plum Arsenal, she knows how to dress. So
I'm looking to see. I don't see her. Is she in the All-Star game?
I think she's a reserve.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't see her here for the MVP voting. But
She's not going to get MVP.
Yeah, regardless. So
She's an MVP in my heart.
One last update. Team Spoon is your favorite. They're minus 170. Team Coop plus 135. Liv Miles, Caitlin Clark are your favorites for the MVP. And AZ Fudd, your favorite for the 3-point contest. It is time for the power rankings. All right, Dog. It is almost time for the power rankings.
I got it in my hand right now.
Before we get to them, why don't you let the bet heads know about the playback and what you got coming up there?
Monday, it'll be 15 years to the date with Irvin Santana and the Los Angeles Angels no-hitting Cleveland when they had a different name. And also, the fun fact is that he follows me on social media. I don't know what I did on X to get such a prestigious follow from a guy like that, but so not only does he no-hit my favorite team, he also follows me on X and has been doing so since the late 2010s. So Irvin Santana from 2011, no-hitter, Angels in Cleveland. And then on Tuesday, again, that's at noon. Tuesday at noon, it will be 35 years to the date of El Presidente, Dennis Martinez, and the Montreal Expos' perfect game against the Los Angeles Dodgers in L.A. And then on Wednesday, from 1986, a pair of 300-game winners duking it out. This hadn't happened in the 20th century. It was the late, great Tom Seaver, when he played for the Boston Red Sox, taking on the late, great Don Sutton, the franchise versus the mechanic. Then the California Angels, that's how long ago it was, back in 1986. The Red Sox, the Angels, that'll be on Wednesday at noon. So no-hitter at noon on Monday, a perfect game at noon on Tuesday, and a pair of 300-game winners duking it out on Wednesday at noon. So baseball. And don't forget, next Saturday, next Sunday, it's SummerSlam 2026 in Minnesota. As a result, no wrestling poll. The boxing poll will be on Monday the 3rd. We're going to have on Saturday CM Punk taking on the Ring General Gunther. Last year's main event of night 1 of WWE SummerSlam, which was in New Jersey. And then on Sunday at noon, it will be what they call the second greatest SummerSlam match of all time, the phenomenal AJ Styles versus John Cena, which took place in Brooklyn at SummerSlam 2016. So we're going to have all kinds of wrestling, we're going to have boxing, no. We're going to have baseball, then we're going to have wrestling, and then we're good to go for the following week in August. So,
Are Tom Brady and Logan Paul going to wrestle?
it's looking like that.
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about Tom Brady doing all this extra stuff. Like,
Is he having a midlife crisis?
you
He's
and
having
I
a midlife crisis.
talked about this earlier in the week.
Yeah.
Compare him, like, when he was in the league, right? Like, when you compare Patrick Mahomes to any other quarterback, who do you usually compare him to? It's Tom Brady, right?
Yeah.
Because they're two of the greatest.
Yes. Mahomes is on that trajectory.
Right. When Brady was in the league, people did that with Montana.
Correct.
The difference between Joe Montana and
Yeah.
Tom Brady is Joe Montana has quietly just lived his life after.
Just essentially just, what is he? He would do, if you remember.
he does like some medical like commercials and
Guinness.
that's like it. Yeah.
Joe
like,
Namath does, Joe Willie Namath, he does medical as well. So Joe Willie Namath, right? Joe Montana, Guinness, because Notre Dame and the whole thing. And also.
but he still kept it light. Like
yes,
he's not like
he did NFL
doing
stuff
all this
briefly.
crazy
Yeah, you're not
extra
going to
stuff.
You're not going to see Tom Brady versus Joe Montana headlining WrestleMania Night 1 in Saudi Arabia.
I just think that Tom Brady, if he stuck to the booth, just the booth,
not enough.
or like, because he's got like this roast and like all this stuff going on. He's got to do the commercial where he's talking to 4 different versions of himself. Like, what are we doing, Tom? I'm not, and maybe me and you look at it differently because we're not New England fans, but like, it's too much. It's a lot.
Again, he's having a midlife crisis.
It seems like
it. It seems like that. Also, he doesn't want to let the spotlight go.
Oh, for sure.
So
for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe that's because he was a 7th round pick and he feels like he's earned it. I guess I don't know. Dog, it's time for the power rankings.
Yep,
we were talking WNBA. You want to keep it that way?
We'll start that way for the All-Star break. We will go at number 10, the expansion Portland Fire. At number 9, the Toronto Tempo, another expansion franchise.
Real quick.
Yeah.
When I looked at those earlier, you had doubled up on one.
Yes.
Yes. And also, I wanted to ask you so the bet heads could know.
Yeah.
Are we doing WNBA power rankings next week since this week's the All-Star game?
Yeah, no, because
they're coming back like in the middle of the week.
They're resuming next week.
We'll cover those games. I put those down on my notes. We'll cover them in the lightning round. Sorry to interrupt the power rankings. Go ahead.
Pardon the interruption.
Yeah.
At number 8, the Washington Mystics. At number 7, the Indiana Fever. At number 6, the Atlanta Dream. So who do I say? See, I have Dream Fever, right?
Yeah, I think the Fever were number 5.
Yes.
And I think number 7 is the Liberty, is what it was supposed to be.
Yes, New York Liberty, yes. So the New York Liberty at number 7.
Yes.
Number 6, the Atlanta Dream. At number 5, the Indiana Fever. At number 4, the Dallas Wings. At number 3, the Las Vegas Aces, who were number 1 last week. Not no more. At number 2, the Golden State Valkyries, the Valks. And at number 1, they're back at 1, the Minnesota Lynx.
Yes, the Lynx just continue to improve, being one of the toughest teams to take down in the
Liv
WNBA.
Miles is the Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
So.
All right, Dog, let's keep the power rankings going.
Yep.
We're getting ready for the lightning round where we'll do the Sunday slate of MLB games.
I'm going to be watching one of those games on Peacock, by the way.
Very exciting.
Can you take a wild guess?
I wonder who. So before we get to the Sunday slate, let's go over the power rankings for the MLB.
At number 10, I almost said 9. Yep. Getting ahead of ourselves here. You got me all messed up with the playback. What are you doing?
I'm sorry.
You know, I'm just going to do the playback right now. No, I still got to show it. At number 10, the Cleveland Guardians, who are taking on the Tampa Bay Rays this weekend in St. Pete. That's why I'm wearing this 1976 retro Cooperstown hat. At number 9, the Chicago White Sox, their enemy now in first place. At number 8, the Arizona Diamondbacks, which if Siege keeps hitting that button, he's going to get bitten by a Diamondback.
Hopefully not.
At number 8, that was at 8, the Diamondbacks. At number 7, the Philadelphia Phillies. At number 6, the Chicago Cubs. At number 5, a team that's been kind of hitting the skids lately, the New York Yankees. At number 4, another team that's been hitting the skids as of late, the Atlanta Braves. At number 3, the American League leading Tampa Bay Rays, the aforementioned Rays. At number 2, the Los Angeles Dodgers, the champs. New number 1, the Milwaukee Brewers.
I think Jacob Mizorowski, and I've said it before, he is the closest thing we have to Randy Johnson right now in the league. Like, he is one of the greatest pitchers I've seen in my lifetime. He's amazing. All right, Dog. It is time for my favorite segment again.
Housekeeping.
But before we get to it,
housekeeping.
You gotta let the bet heads know.
Housekeeping.
What the housekeeping is. Tell them what they can catch on the Pulse of NH coming up.
Okay, we're the pregame before the pregame.
Yep.
The Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays wearing their old school, over there. 3:10 pregame, 4:10 first pitch from Fenway Park, and then 12:35, the game I was hoping to go to at some point, but no, not going to it. I'll talk more about that when we have the slate. So 12:35 pregame, 1:35 first pitch on Sunday. Red Sox, Blue Jays, before they head out west to take on the A's of Nowhere, and then the champion Dodgers next weekend.
I know. So before the trade deadline, my big discussion with all my Red Sox cohorts and friends is they look good on this win streak they had.
15 games in a row win streak.
Which is amazing compared to the last time they did that was in the 40s.
Yeah.
So it is a great win streak. It's one of the best win streaks in baseball history in the last 20 years. You know, like the best win streak is like 22 wins.
Well, Cleveland had 20 wins in 2017.
Or that's what it was. Yeah, 2017 is the best in the last like 20 years.
That's not 20 years. That's 19 years.
No, I'm saying in the last like.
And that wouldn't be 20 years. That would be 9 years.
I'm saying in the last 20 years, Cleveland has the best like win streak. The Red Sox, I think, have the second or third. Yeah, best win streak in the last 20 years. Yeah. So that 15-game win streak is nothing to slouch at, but at the same time, it was against a lot of teams.
Not the greatest teams.
Teams that are slumping.
You play who you play. And
they're about to go take on some tougher teams in LA. You know, they're going to be facing a tough team in the Dodgers.
And who knows?
And the A's are also a very good team.
But again, the Red Sox are going to be away from home in West Sacramento, so we don't know how they're going to, you know. Mm. I can't wait till they get out of there, by the way.
In Sacramento?
West Sacramento. Yeah. They're not doing themselves any favors.
I know.
Just get to Vegas.
I know.
I don't care if the ballpark's built. Play in a half-built ballpark. I don't know. Just get the hell out of there.
Just put a construction fence in the outfield.
Yes. So what do you think of the Red Sox 1930 hats they're wearing this weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they missed the ball. I think they should have worn the Jackie Jensen. If you remember those 1950s Red Sox, it was a fatter B. Mm. Kind of what they kind of wore in the 70s.
Almost
they slimmed
like
it down.
Almost like the Boston Braves B. Like
slightly bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, so go ahead.
All right, it's time.
It's and we've all gone deaf.
Yeah. Mind your ears, watch your tongues. It's the lightning round. King of all rounds.
King of birthdays.
King of birthdays, king of segments. Here we go. We're going to get right into it. Making some picks on the weekend. We've got baseball to go through, Jay Dawg.
Yep.
Plus, we've got, we'll pick our WNBA games for the middle of the week.
Yep.
And then I've got
MLS.
Some NASCAR, some MLS we'll talk about. Okay. So let's get into it. Starting off, let me steal your pen here, Jay.
Where's your pen?
I lost it.
It's a good thing it's your birthday.
I know. So starting off this weekend, after Bet This today, you can catch the Diamondbacks taking on the Nats to start your lightning round.
Also take the Nats.
You're taking the Nats at home, heard. The Halos taking on the Giants. We got to bet against the Halos there. Yep. I'm not even going to let Dog pick. We got the Dads and the Finns. Who you taking?
The Finns? Who are the Finns?
The Miami Marlins.
Lins.
The Lins.
Not Finns, Lins.
Heard that.
I will take the Lins.
Heard that, Lins. We got the Blue Jays and the Sox. Dog's taking the Blue Jays, never taking the Sox.
Correct.
Yankees and the Phillies.
Phils.
Heard that, Phils. We've got Cleveland and Tampa.
Cleveland.
You're taking
of course,
Cleveland, heard.
The Tampa Bay Rays.
We got the Cubbies at the Buccos.
I will take the Cubbies.
Heard that, Cubbies. The Braves at the O's.
The O's.
We've got the A's of Nowhere in Minnesota.
I'll take Minnesota.
You've got the Rockies and the Brew Crew.
Crew.
Heard that, Crew.
Worst team in baseball, the Colorado Rockies.
The Stros and the White Sox.
I'm going to take the Stros.
Oh, really?
Stros. I'm taking
Okay.
the White Sox.
The Dodgers at the Mets.
Mets.
Heard that. The Reds at St. Louis.
Cardinals.
And then we have the Mariners at the Rangers.
Mariners.
Heard that, Mariners.
Battle between those two teams for first place.
All right, we're going to skip Sunday.
I'm watching.
We're going to talk about the game you're watching. Jay Dawg is watching the Cleveland and Tampa game. That's on Peacock, 12:15 p.m.
Yep.
It's going to be Parker Messick and Drew Rasmussen.
Yes.
That's a good matchup.
Yeah.
Dog's obviously taking Cleveland, but we're going to skip the rest of Sunday because we are running out of time. Dog. It took too long on Saturday. We've got WNBA to talk about real quick. Tuesday and Wednesday, going to go through some matchups. Connecticut at Washington. Heard that. That's Tuesday. Toronto at Minnesota.
Minnesota.
We've got Indiana at Seattle.
Indiana.
We got Portland at Vegas.
Vegas.
Vegas. New York at Los Angeles.
New York.
And then Wednesday, the Dream at the Wings. Good matchup.
Wings.
Heard that. Golden State at Phoenix.
Golden State.
All right. NASCAR this weekend is in Indianapolis, the Brickyard 400.
Which started in 1994.
Yep. So it is turning 32, same year as me. Joey Logano, your winner last week, if you missed out. Let's get to MLS real quick before we run out of time, Jay Dawg. I took too long again on those Saturday picks. MLS starting off, we've got the Red Bull hosting Charlotte. Who you got?
Charlotte.
We've got Charlotte on the road. Columbus hosting Cincy.
Columbus.
J-Dog's got to take the Crew. Montreal and Inter Miami.
Inter Miami.
Yeah, I bet Messi's going to be angry after the World Cup. Orlando hosting Nashville.
Nashville.
Heard that, Nashville. NYCFC versus Chicago.
Chicago Fire.
Heard that, the Fire. DC United versus Toronto FC.
Toronto FC.
Toronto on the road. Philly hosting Seattle.
Ooh, Philly.
Heard that, Philly. The Revs hosting Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Ooh, okay. St. Louis hosting Colorado.
St. Louis.
Houston Dynamo hosting Austin FC.
Austin FC.
We've got Minnesota at Vancouver.
Vancouver.
Or excuse me, Vancouver's on the road, but...
Vancouver.
Yeah. San Diego versus FC Dallas.
San Diego.
We have LAFC versus Sporting KC.
Sporting KC.
San Jose Earthquake versus LA Galaxy.
Take the Quakes.
Heard that, Quakes. Portland Timbers versus Real Salt Lake.
Real Salt Lake.
And that is it for MLS picks. Dog, that does it for Bet This. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Bet heads, if you are going to bet
this.
And we will catch you in the next one. Peace, peace.
Bet This is for entertainment purposes only. Always gamble responsibly and never wager more than you can afford to lose. Our advice is not a guarantee of success. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. Call the National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-522-4700 or visit ncpgambling.org for resources.